Well, hello, peeps. I haven't been making a lot of movies because I've had so many plants coming in, I can't keep up. This was just one giant, really dense clump of Haworthia. These are a zebra. They might even be a variegated zebra. It's hard to tell because they're really sun-stressed. If you don't know it, sun-stressed is not bad. Sun-stressed means that it's gotten a lot of sun and it changes a lot of colors when it gets sun-stressed. That's when some of your most beautiful succulent and cacti show up, is when they change color because of the sun stress. So as you know, I'm all about propagating and getting ready to start my business. And I just bought this entire clump, which was, I mean, literally completely dense, like so dense I couldn't even hardly get it apart. It just took me a lot of time, so there was no way I could do it one-handed. Anyway, I broke it apart, and I'm not even done yet. I'm still going to break some of the really big ones apart, because if I do, more babies are going to grow around them faster. So these are going to all, I'm going to continue to break them apart and create more babies, but this entire clump only cost me 12 bucks. Now, about 5 years ago, when I bought my own one and only Haworthia, I'd say maybe 3 years ago, and this was before I even bought a peanut cactus and got into all this, okay? This is like way before that. I bought one about this size. I put it in a container, and within a year it propagated, and it had 22 babies around the outside. And I was in shock. So I separated them all. I put them in different pots. They all rooted, and I ended up selling a lot of them. And I gave a few away to friends, and those are now propagating like crazy. So these are a really quick propagating type of Haworthia. Look at the root mass on this. When I saw it online, I almost bought the second one because it was a clearance sale, but I knew that one was enough for my propagating purposes. The root mass is just huge. I mean, even if I separate, like these two, you can see that they're already wanting to pull away because they have separate root masses. So there's one, and there's two with a baby, and I'm going to keep that baby with it, of course. Never take something too small. Here's another one. There's a lot of little babies here. I'm just going to gently squeeze these apart and see what happens. Oh, this one's really dense again. So I got to kind of get into the root mass here. You got to kind of break it up and dig some of that soil out. Stick your fingers between it, and eventually it's going to pull apart. It's hard to do this one-handed because they are so dense. And they're not just dense, they're super big and super fibrous. So if I keep working at that, I'm going to be able to pull that one away. Here we go. It's coming apart now. And so there's one root mass. Okay. Is that already a baby? Yep, that's already a baby. And then with this one, the babies came apart with it. So I'm going to keep those babies together. Look at that root mass. So I'm going to separate all these, and by the time I get done, I'm going to probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to have probably 12 or 13 plants that are going to all be propagated in a big tray separately so that they can root up and create more babies. So from $12, once these are full grown, I'll be able to make 50 to 100 bucks off this. So it's all about propagation. You got to know how to propagate. If you don't, sign up, subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, if you know somebody who wants to learn to propagate, share it with them or share it on your page so that they can learn how to do it too. I mean, this one's pretty small, but it's got its own root mass. So I'm just going to pull that puppy away. And look, it's already got its own root mass. So yeah, I might even end up with 15 by the time I get done here. So if I sold each one of these for $7, 15 times 7, you're looking at substantial increase from $12 that I spent. Yeah. All right, you guys, I've let you go. I'm going to be making a whole lot of videos. I got a ton of new types of plants that have come in, and I have got to share them with you. Some things are things I never dreamed I'd own. I really hit a really incredible clearance sale the other day on Palm Street, which used to be called Plant Story. And there's this one seller, their name is Mary O Succulents, and they have an incredible greenhouse. I've seen their greenhouse tours before. But they had a massive clearance sale and things were just so affordable, it was ridiculous. That's where I bought this and a whole bunch of other things I'm propagating today. So have fun. Find ways to save money if you're going to propagate and eventually sell. I have another plant sale coming up next Saturday. It's in Olympia. No, it's in Lacey, Washington. It's at a place called, give me a minute. I'm drawing a blank. It's a cafe. It'll probably come to me right after I end the video. Cafe Elite. And people just show up and they just start selling. They recommend you have a business license, but I've talked to a few others and they said you don't have to. Just make sure you claim it and you pay taxes without a business license, which is what I will do. I'm working on my business license right now. All right, you guys, have a great day. Enjoy. Propagate your head off, because that's what I'm doing today. This is Cheryl signing out.